The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. This, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins now from the 50. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and in his 2nd year was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. To throw is Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Down to about the 45.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning, because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
To throw, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going off it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Cousins now. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's 21-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Cook up the gut. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. KJ Osborne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, it's a win for the Vikings, and it was Kirk Cousins, the veteran, who really led the way.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise, and really willed his guys to the victory.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return.